Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Pixel Quest. I am MrEnvelope. Oh, very nice. We just got done updating the server, and we got some new stuff going on. Let's look into our quest book. I upgraded the whole trade coin shop thing, so it's a little more balanced, I feel like. But the biggest thing is I added all these quests for catching legendary Pokemon. I think it's pretty cool, and with few errors, not a whole lot of mistakes I made. But if we look at this one, I had to add custom advancements because for whatever reason, Pixelmon only has advancements for catching legendaries up to Generation 3. So I had to add a mod that let me do custom advancements, and then I could make them for all these Pokemon from Gen 4 and up. And here's one that I had to make, capture Tapu Bulu, so we'll take that. I also rebalanced a lot of the loot chests, so there's better stuff in some, and that's pretty much it. There's just better stuff. And if we look in this, ooh, a diamond box. Very good. Just get some diamonds. Might not seem like that great of a reward for like modded Minecraft, but diamonds are still pretty useful in Pixelmon, especially with like cloning and stuff, so that's pretty cool. So I think this is really cool. It gives people motivation to catch a lot of the legendaries that they've been sleeping on. Unfortunately, though, I added, these advancements after, we've been playing on the server for a bit. Like, I already have captured Meltan. I got Meltan to spawn. I have a few Meltans, actually. But, the advancement won't trigger until we actually capture the Pokemon. So I have to get another one to spawn and capture it. And it also won't work for Pokemon that you get from breeding. For example, if we hatch Pixelmon Go eggs, there's a chance that you can hatch a Mew in some of them. There's also a chance you can hatch a Cosmog, but those won't count because you didn't catch them. But with my trade coins, I have been very irresponsibly gambling my money away, getting these trade chests, these loot chests, and I've been getting the 75% ones, so let's grab one of these. I want to save these trade coins because there's a shop I want to go spend the rest at. Yes! That's exactly what I was hoping for. I've been like addicted to hatching these eggs. I hatched a good Cosmog from one of them. Well, I don't have it anymore. I hatched a good Cosmog, and it was tiny, and Saha is after some tiny Pokemon, so he traded me this giant one he caught. It's actually a pretty good one, aside from the nature. Its IV spread is actually really, really good. Yeah, perfect HP, attack, special attack, and speed. And its special defense is at 27, so that's still pretty good too. But like I said, there's a shop I want to go to. This is Doddle's shop. He has Pokemon up for sale that he's been breeding. Might have to look into this because I am not having fun breeding recently. And this is what I want to buy. He also has some various items. I was thinking about getting some blaze rods too, but the thing I want are the Pixelmon Go eggs because, like I said, I've been addicted. These are 2 of these eggs for 1 coin, or 1 of these for 1, and 1 of these for 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And I have 4 left. What can I do? I want to buy these ones. There we go. I think that's good. So we'll hatch all these. And we'll see what I get. Usually you don't get anything special, but I'm also trying to figure out if we can hatch shiny Pokemon from these. I don't think we can, but we'll see. The shopping district has been expanding a bit. There's people opening up little stands. Doddle has this shop. We're going to be building our shop today, which isn't really a shop, but it's going to be kind of like a shop, I guess. You're going to be spending money there. And then Saha also, he built this. Dude's been going nuts on the server. He building these giant buildings, and he has like some great plans for the server. I'm glad he's getting into it. But from what I can read, I don't know if he's really explained it yet. I haven't watched his latest episode yet. But this is like a breeding center, Pixel Quest City, daycare, and rescue center. Maybe these are just going to be Pokemon he's going to give away, because that would be pretty cool too. But before we get into building that, look at this. I did some work here. I think it looks pretty good. Everything's hooked up and it works, and these wires have power in them. Like if I touch it, I die. I've died a few times already from touching the wires. But we got our fermenter right here. We got our squeezer. They're empty right now, but that's because all of our capacitors are full. Except for that one. That one's not full. But I think it's pretty cool. We got all the wires hooked up. I've never really used the wires from immersive engineering to power anything before. So this is pretty cool to see. And I kind of decorated it, not a whole lot, just a little. Our diesel generators here. Unfortunately, this doesn't have a UI, but, you know, it filled up all these fairly quickly. And then we got some plant oil here. I think we got to get some seed oil just to balance things out. But it's all hooked up, and I'm using just immersive engineering stuff here. I think it's pretty neat. I did say that I wanted us to do the miner. What is it? The industrial miner? The thing. Oh, don't want to land on those. I'll die. The thing that mines stuff for us, but I think we might do that in a later episode. I'm a little sick of this stuff. It's really frustrating to work with, and it's kind of tricky, I feel like. Plus, I think we might run into a few roadblocks, so I might have to fix some stuff with the Modpack. But yeah, it's all hooked up. By the way, I'm just trying to run around and kill some time. I'm trying to hatch these eggs. I finally got to a point where we're getting a Larvesta. We're trying to get the Larvesta. Right now, the people that are breeding in there are the people. We got a perfect Sawaddle. Well, it's not perfect. You know, Poo Nature and not the most ideal IV spread, but he has the IV spread that I want for Larvesta. So I'm trying to breed those two together in hopes that the right IVs pass to a Larvesta. That's what's in this egg. And it'll be perfect for our future bug gym, which we'll do at some point in the future. But this is also good because we have a new tournament announced. And this tournament is hosted by Saha. So if we go to the tourney room, check it out. It's called the Type Chain Tournament. So let's grab a rule book. I'm not going to read this all, but you can if you want to. Basically, the idea is that we have to make teams of 4, and all of their types have to, like, chain with each other. So the example that's used from Saha is a team of Gengar, Salazzle, Charizard, and Noivern. So Gengar his main type is Ghost, secondary type is Poison. That means your next Pokemon's main type has to be Poison, and then its secondary type, whatever. And then, you know, the Pokemon after that has to chain with the previous Pokemon's secondary type. So you can see it's like Ghost, Poison, Poison, Fire, 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 Flying, Flying, Dragon. I think I said Fire too many times, but you get the idea. So that's the whole idea. It's really, really tricky, and I have a few ideas in my head. I think I want to use a Scyther, but I'm not quite sure. Regardless, though, we have bug Pokemon that have great IVs already. It shouldn't be too hard to get another one. So it's really tricky. It's a really tricky tournament, but I think it's going to be really cool. And I was helping him go over the prizes and stuff. There's some good stuff in there. I think it might be cool if we could win, but who knows if we will. And really quick, because I know some people like this stuff. We got a shiny Numel, a shiny P-Dove from Druid, and we got a Larvitar and a shiny Geodude. So a couple more shinies added to the ever-growing list of shiny Pokemon we have. I would really like to do a shiny tournament one day. Just have everyone use the shinies that they have. I think that could be pretty cool because they all wouldn't really be the best Pokemon, you know? Also, I got this Pickering from Ninny. I traded it to him for something, and this is by far the best tool I've ever had. This is so cool. I love it so much. But anyways, yeah, in this in this hole, we're going to be doing some redstone. This is going to be my shop, and it's not really a shop, like I said. It's more like a gachapon machine. You put in a coin, do a little twist, and you get something. I think we're going to need a whole lot of shulker boxes because that's the whole point of this. So I might need to go end city hunting, which shouldn't be too hard in Pixelmon. And I know some Pokemon drop the shells too, but we're going to need a lot of shulker boxes. So I actually designed this in vanilla a long time ago, and I just never had a good place to build it anywhere. So I have all the redstone figured out. It's just a matter of actually building it. Plus, I don't really have a design in mind, so this is going to be a little tricky. Let's go in here and grab a redstone box. I've gotten a few of these already. They're one of the rewards in the loot chests and everything, so we're gonna need that. Let's grab some spruce wood, and just for now, I don't know if this is gonna be the block palette, but we'll see. Oh, guys, we're hatching, and I thought I was recording, but I hatched a Weedle. It was a very poo Weedle. And then we just hatched a Squirtle. It is a poo Squirtle, although does it have like its hidden ability? It does not. We got a Magikarp. Very cool. A Dunsparce. Okay, I'm not even gonna check those IVs. And an Oshawott. Nothing perfect. No shiny. Oh, but it's modest. Actually, I don't think that's good for Oshawott. So this dispenser dropper. Oh my god, this has everything. I love this so much. I wanted one of these so bad. And then I just kept pulling them. So, oh, we're hatching again. We hatched a Cleffa. This is going to be confusing. Which one's which? Let's check the Cleffas I've been running around with. This one is not perfect. I'm still trying to breed that perfect Clefable from the tournament, from the Kanto tournament. The one we just hatched is garbage. And this one's garbage too. Let's actually go ahead and throw these away in the trash. We got a Starly, a Phoebus, and a Grubbin. And they're all pretty poo. And the last two are a Totodile and a Snivy. Snivy had perfect special defense. Alright, so those guys are going in the box. And let's get to actually building. So I think this is just going to be mostly like a little platform. You know what? I shouldn't build it so far. It doesn't need to be that far. We'll do it like right there. And then we'll grab another dropper because I just dropped mine. Or dispenser, I mean. So the idea, like I said, is it's a gachapon machine. And if you don't know what that is, it's like one of those like toy machines like at grocery stores typically. You put your quarter in, you spin the thing, and out pops your reward. Or your little toy prize. And what we're gonna spin is a sword. Or maybe something else. Something that points straight up so people know when it's like set to off or, you know, neutral, whatever, I guess. Basically, the act of spinning the item in the item frame is gonna dispense the thing. And the redstone for that is actually really, really simple. But what isn't simple is all the checks and things like that to make sure that people have paid, to make sure that people didn't put the wrong kind of thing in, or to make sure people, you know, put in like twice the payment so they could do 2 spins. That redstone is what gets a little complicated and big. And big it is. So it's actually been a whole day since the machine's been built, the whole redstone contraption. And I've actually stocked it, and people have been buying already. I meant to show more of like the process of everything, but we're getting a little late in the episode, and I don't want to have it all be just the same. So pretty much, this is it. I went ahead and built it to look like a gumball machine, you know, because it's pretty similar in terms of mechanics. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we still got some things inside. I guess I can go ahead and show it. So let's go ahead and get 3 trade coins. We'll put them in this machine. We hear a little tune playing, and this light means that it's ready to go. Give this a spin. And we get some loot. Very cool. This is actually one of the better tier things, so I'm surprised that's still in here. But like I said, this thing's been up for at least a whole day, and I'm going to let you know now. I had about like 6 trade coins in here before this day started, and people really got into this. I pretty much sold out, and I think there's about 4 of the loot chests left in there, and I already got like a stack of, or 2 stacks of trade coins back, and I think altogether I spent maybe 1 stack, so I'm doubling my profits. And that's pretty good. But if we take a look down here, this is all of the redstone. It might look a bit complicated, and I'm going to do my absolute best to explain it. And it's going to be a little tricky now because it's all closed up and neat and tidy and everything, but here we go. Alright, so we're going to do this in spectator mode. So what you have to do for this machine is you spin the sword. The action of doing so will strengthen the pulse, the signal strength of this line of redstone down here. It goes all the way down, and it powers, oh boy, this comparator right here, which will extend this piston. it'll update this dispenser, and the dispenser will shoot out any item that's in it, which happens to be shulker boxes, which is what we're using to deliver the loot for people. Except we have a bunch of checks and everything to make sure that it's not just going to give out shulker boxes willy-nilly. People have to pay for it, which is what happens here. We got the payment chest right here. Payments here. It goes down 2 different checks. First, it checks to make sure that we are putting in trade coins, and if people put in something that isn't a trade coin, it'll go in this chest here, which no one has done yet. And next it goes to this little system right here, this chest. This is making sure that there are 3 trade coins. The amount of items in here is enough to give this a really weak signal strength. It's not enough to actually do anything. But once you put 3... Oh, I can't move items. Once you put 3 items in here, or 3 trade coins, because that's the only thing that can go in here, the signal strength will go up just enough to go down these 2 different paths over here. So this one over here will actually take you to this light up here, which will tell you that your payment has been processed. And then it goes off this way to this AND gate. Now what this does is it'll unpower this redstone torch, which is one of the checks to turn this light on. And then the other check is to make sure that you actually perform a spin with the item in the item frame, which is the sword. And that circuit goes all the way over here. Once you do a full spin, that piston right there gets extended and this torch gets unpowered. And once those 2 things are unpowered, that means you've paid and you've performed a spin. This might sound like a lot, I'm sorry. This redstone torch turns on. It'll send a pulse to this dropper, which will shoot an item up into this hopper. The comparator will read the hopper's inventory. It'll unpower this redstone torch here, which holds all of the shulker boxes. Whoops. And it'll also send a signal down this way, which will unpower this redstone torch, which lets the payment fall through. And the AND gate also travels down below this way, goes up here, over to these note blocks to play a little song. And this song also plays whenever you perform a spin and whenever you put your payment in as confirmation. And there you go. I know a lot of people probably don't care about the redstone, but in case somebody does, there you go. I'm very proud of this. It took a really long time to get it down perfect. I've never done anything this complex with redstone before, and I'm pretty proud of it. And I'm sure there's better ways to do it, especially with all these modded blocks that we have. But, I thought it would be better to do it with redstone, basic vanilla redstone stuff, and it all works. The only thing I don't really like is this right here. That this little indicator that lets you know if we're out of stock. The light will turn off when we're out of everything. But there's not a lot of room. There's not a lot of room in this whole redstone circuit, like you saw down there. Right around here is where it's the most busy. The rest is all kind of noodle strands all over the place down there, but it works. And like I said, we've made a pretty good profit. And I've already pulled a few more extra loot things to give to people. I have a clip of me going over some of the loot and stuff. I'll see if I can show it. Over here we have all, or just a few. I guess it's not like gonna be packed. I'm not imagining a lot of people are gonna be spending their money here, but if they do, we'll expand. But for now, these are the different loot chests we have. Now, there's different tiers, kind of, but I will say, I think these are all pretty cool things. And you're only spending 3 trade coins. If you want to know how much they're kind of worth, I already did that. Like a master chest costs 10 trade coins. And a master chest, let's see, let's buy one real quick. Okay, put those away. A master chest can have some great stuff in it, like a park ball. So I had to pay 10 trade coins to get just one of those. That was a great example. I'm really glad I did that. So, you're only paying 3 coins to get possibly something pretty good. So I'm going to open one of each one because I don't want to spoil them all. They're all different, by the way. So this is one of them. This is technically a poor one. So you get a whole bunch of stone, bone blocks, aluminum, and a 0% loot chest. That means you get like some not the best items from the loot tables. Then the next tier up is the light blue one. So you get some aluminum plates, some iron to pulverize, bunch of rare candies, dusk balls. Another tier up is, let's go with this one. This one gives you a 100% loot chest and a master ball. And not to mention, you know, it comes with some other goodies like Everstone, a mint cutting. These have been really hard to get. A lot of people are after them. Silk touch, you know, just some good stuff. And then these ones are the really good ones. So let's do this one. Comes with a 100% loot chest, a title bell, a clear bell, 3 mint cuttings, a bunch of rare candies, vitamins, blank TMs and TRs, stacks of aluminum plates, and some emeralds and diamonds and balls. So I hope people are into this. I know I'm into this kind of stuff. That's why I added the whole, you know, loot chest system, because I like opening things like this. It's fun for me. Yeah, so I think that's some pretty good loot, and obviously, if I'm able to sell out and everything, so, well, I almost sold out, but yeah, people seem to like it, and I'm definitely gonna have to restock it and everything. Alright guys, but I've been like hanging around on the server for like this whole day that the, you know, gachapon machine is set up, and I've been doing a whole lot of breeding, so we finally got the perfect Cleffa. That thing, I think I got it like last night, and I was going to show it in a clip, but I decided to scrap a lot of that. But we got the perfect Cleffa, which is from the Kanto Cup, so we finally have that done. And then our first bug Pokemon for our gym is finally bred, and you may have noticed it in the last clip, but it's the Volcarona. I finally got one to hatch that was perfect in all of its IVs. Why did I kill it? I was trying to catch it. Oh, we got a loot chest. That's fine. I finally got one that was perfect in all of its IVs except for attack, which is perfect. It even has a 1 in that stat. And I EV trained it and everything. It's just in speed and special attack, so very simple. And the only thing that I haven't really done is played with its move set, but that's okay. We can work on that later. But here it is. It's actually a pygmy, which I think Saha might be interested in. But I think we might keep this one. I'm not sure. We definitely have the ability to breed more, but this is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted to replace my Swallow. I wanted it to be my guy that, you know, breeds or hatches eggs for us. And I also wanted it for the gym that we're going to be opening in our area. So I'm pretty stoked. We got our first gym member, and I'm very pleased with that. There's a few other Pokemon that we're going to need, and we can totally use this Volcarona to help us get started with that. Some of these guys are going to be part of that gym team too. Like, we're going to try to get a good Snom. We're going to try to get a good Ribombee. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy. And really quick too, I was totally thinking about using Volcarona for the next tournament, but I've done a lot of thinking. I have my team figured out already, and it's going to be a huge pain in the butt. We're going to have to do a whole bunch of fishing. We're going to have to try to get some hidden abilities. I really want to try to do a good creative job. I'm going to try to not use Smogon for this one. Last few tournaments, I've kind of just been following whatever Smogon tells me for Pokemon builds. But I think for this one, I'm going to try to do things on my own and see what I can come up with. And I have some pretty cool ideas. We're not going to go over it now, but I just wanted to bring it up that I have my team picked out. I'm going to be working on it off camera. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But even for this episode, that's pretty much it. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to let me know what you think of the gachapon machine. A lot of the members on the server really dug it, so very pleased with that. But let me know what you think. I'm MrEnvelope. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.